Both football and cricket were introduced to India by the British. Both games are nearly of the same age in India and both played some role in India's nationalist struggle for freedom. Compared to cricket, football was more suitable to India as football was not only simpler, cheaper, shorter than cricket, but was also less English with the potential to be easily transferable to Indian culture. Middle class were the primary consumer of these games. Britishers always felt uneducated Indians were incapable of self-control to play cricket, which was considered gentleman's game. Cricket surely had the disadvantage. Football was more emotional, full of high drama and adrenaline, which suited the Indian masses more. Football indeed had the better start. Cricket was silently being watched and played. It was legacy club football matches that generated more news and hysteria in the football pockets of India during the post-independence era. During 1970s to 1990s there was some shift. Cricket started to rise and football was underdeveloped and declining. Some debated that physical structure of Indians, diet problem, climatic change, wars, unsupportive bureaucrats were responsible for the decline of football in India. But the same logic should be true for cricket too. But cricket was on the rise. Neither Indian cricket team won many international matches before 1980s nor cricketers were paid better than footballers. Still, why cricket became the national sport? Answer is Sunil Gavaskar. The growth of Indian cricket and emergence of Sunil Gavaskar happened parallelly. Before Gavaskar, Indian cricket team hardly won any matches even at home. But suddenly, India defeated West Indies in Caribbean in 1971. Gavaskar had an extraordinary debut tour of West Indies. Instantly he was considered a batting prodigy and a national personality. Before Gavaskar, there was no international icon in India. He was feared and respected by every opponent. Cricket suddenly found a brand ambassador and a national hero. No cricketer before him had the same stature like Gavaskar. Gavaskar was the sensation who could score tons of runs. As captain, he not only talked with his bat but was also very vocal. He was one of the first Indian cricketers to question unfair decisions and give the opponents a mouthful. Indians back home loved this fearless attitude. Such was Gavaskar's self-esteem, he nearly forfeited a test match to protest a bad umpiring decision which favored the opponent. No Indian cricketer had ever showed that anger before and the crowd saw a macho in him. Gavaskar was the hero which every Indian looked upon and football lost in that department. There were Indian football legends like Shyam Thapa and Bhaskar Ganguly during Gavaskar's era, but they failed to be international icons. Citizens related more to Gavaskar than to Thapa. Not only football was left behind, Gavaskar also started the end of Indian hockey. Cricket took the quantum shift and it became the only sport which was played, followed and watched. Cricket victories were compared with war victories. Cricketers were in every media. Honored for wins but at the same time trolled for any defeat. Cricketers were expected not to lose any match as now it was considered the matter of India's pride. Any failure by Indian cricket team had extreme reactions. But in football, both the wins and losses had mild reactions. That showed the craze in football had faded. People had disconnected with football at large, except in some province like Kolkata where it thrived. Indian football literally became invisible in international stage as compared to 1950s when India was a respectable name in world football. Star cricketers like Gavaskar started receiving corporate sponsorship and money started flowing into cricket. Cricketers started earning handsomely through advertising contracts and no footballer could go near that figure. This discouraged talented youngsters from playing football at professional level. Cricket was our game and not football. With the Asian Games in Delhi in 1982 came the TV revolution. More Indians watched the 1982 Football World Cup than ever. Exposure of South American and European football made our fans disappointed with the quality of Indian club football. They felt cricket was world-class but football was still local. Gavaskar was India's answer to any sports debate. He was the icon and his contribution with the bat and around the cricket ecosystem helped cricket to be the national sport and Indians took pride in the game. Football surely needed a poster boy. But unfortunately, there was no Gavaskar in Indian football who could win us international matches in that historic point. Had we won, our football history would have been a little different. What do you think? Do you think Gavaskar really had an impact on Indian football's decline? Please write your feedback in the comment section. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and encourage us. Stay safe and see you in our next video.